What I did not see coming is the heel turn the last few days on Caitlyn Clark. I did not see the media heel turn coming on Caitlyn Clark, who announced today she's headed to the WNBA draft. Right? She said, I've had a great time here at Iowa. She's leaving as the all-time leading scorer. She's now just a few points away from breaking Pete Maravich's all-time record in college basketball. And the last couple of weeks, it's either the desire for hot takes or just hating on a women's college basketball star, but the media heel turn is insane. First, it's Jay Williams of ESPN who says, she's not great unless she wins a title, which I'm like, dude, I like a hot take as much as anybody, but you're embarrassing yourself with that. And you're a basketball player. I mean, come on, man. She's not great? She's not great. Joel Embiid's no, he's not great. That's the first thing I would say is, so Joel Embiid isn't great? No, Joel Embiid's great, but he hasn't won a title. So how can you say he's great? He's not. Was Dan Marino great? No, he never won a title, right?
No, it's terrible.
You can't say. I mean, really, look, Lamar Jackson, is he great? Won the MVP twice. No, he hasn't won a title. So it's ridiculous that looking for a hot take on Caitlyn Clark, who honestly, look, should be celebrated because she is the biggest star in a sport that both men and women play, and that never happens. And this is something, it's an incredible time for women's sports, incredible time for her, someone who doesn't seek the spotlight at all as far as what she says off the court, everything else. She's not someone that says, hey, I'm here, look what I'm putting on Instagram. She is someone who is a baller, and she does her talking on the court, does her talking during the game, and after the games, she kind of disappears, right? She's not someone that visibly seeks the spotlight where you could say, I don't like her because she does this, and this. But you have Jay Williams saying she's not great just because she wants a hot take. And then you had Cheryl Swoops, one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time, just come down on her with, the record doesn't count that she's going to break the record that she did, Kelsey Plum, a couple weeks ago, because she's got to do it in 4 years. This is her 4th year. And then she went on to talk about other things, about not being able to translate to the next level, and is she going to dominate? I don't think so. So Cheryl Swoops is not a fan of Caitlyn Clark. No matter how much she's, no, it's fine. No, you can tell you're not a big fan. You're a Caitlyn Clark critic, and you should just own it. Then you had Lisa Bluter last night, Matt, Iowa head coach, after she had the all-time record, because Lynette Woodard's record was made early before the NCAA really started keeping track of stats, and wanted that to be recognized more, which it probably should have been, because why not?
Absolutely, sure.
And then Pete Maravich is coming up next. There's going to be a backlash for that. But Pete Maravich did it in 3 years. Okay. What? But
and 3-point lines. No, this other stuff.
You're going to find that. And then today, Darren Ravel is back and forth with so many people on social media saying, boy, Caitlyn Clark going to the NBA, taking an $800,000 pay cut because she's going to go from the $800,000 or the $1 million she's getting in NIL money from Iowa now to $80,000 next year in the WNBA. Forget for a second all the money she's going to make in endorsements and what she's going to be able to do. She's going to be just fine, but taking a pay cut going to WNBA. I didn't see this heel turn coming, and it's so embarrassing for all these people in the media, because I'm like, can you really not just say, hey, let's celebrate what she's done and look at the positives, in that she's someone that is doing something we've never seen a woman dominate a sport and be the most popular figure in a sport that both men and women play. Never happened before. Never had a women's college basketball player outshine anybody men's college basketball. Never had it. Never had it. Doesn't happen in other sports, but look where it's happening here. And it's unbelievable. And she doesn't do something. She's not in the news all the time that says, I don't like she said this or did that. No, but yet everybody wants to find a way to say, I got to cut through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn heel on Caitlyn Clark. Now, there's people I think that I see heel turns coming on in the play. Well, watch what happens when the playoffs come, and everybody's going to turn heel on LeBron. They're going to turn heel on the Knicks. They're going to turn heel on Lamar Jackson. They'll turn heel on Patrick Mahomes. They're going to turn heel on Travis Kelce. I see all of that. But the heel turn on Caitlyn Clark is so embarrassing. This is like where I want these people in the media to look in the mirror and go, what am I really mad at? What am I upset about? What am I so mad at that I got to sit here and go, I got to take out Caitlyn Clark, who is just doing something great. All she's doing is doing something. She doesn't score and then run by the scorer's table and jump on it. She doesn't go back and make fun of whatever outfits people are wearing on the guy. She doesn't say, Kim Mulkey, what are you wearing? She doesn't do any of that stuff. I get that, look, we're in that age where this happens, but she's someone that I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this kind of heel turn just because. Just because. I can say this just because. Where does Darren Rovell want Caitlyn Clark to do after this? Not playing WNBA, where does she want her to go? What are you going to go? Where's she going to go do?
Everybody started saying, well, between the money she'll make in the WNBA and Russia or whatever else to make some supplemental income, it's the assumption, and look, Rovell, go Cats, he can truly be a troll at times. In the business reporting, because you can take whatever slant, just like hot take nonsense in our business. I mean, the way you laid it out, what were those 5 very separate arms that you could take in the let's discredit or take something away from what Caitlyn Clark is accomplishing, right? As a scorer, she's been prolific. She's got 17 triple-doubles. She's still distributing the ball. The team, everybody does their best to point out what the other contributors of the team have done. And when they fail, it's like she don't want to talk about her scoring. It becomes hey, we didn't close it out in the final 4 minutes. Our defense was soft. Yeah, I scored 40 points. It doesn't matter. We lost. Right? She gets angry. And I like that. I like that ferocity about it. That's all fine and good. We lost the game. Because they had a period where they were giving away games down the stretch or making games close down the stretch because of late defensive collapses. And she called it out. The scoring's all fine and good. But all of these different instances, it's we can't have nice things in sports. And to a degree, we do it with LeBron to a great degree. We do it with anybody that hits that high point, regardless of sport. All right, what's the thing we can take a knock at? Right, Maravich, look, you got to be old head to be bringing up Pete Maravich, other than doing a reading of a website that it says here. Otherwise, you're just taking this hill to die on.
It's not compared. It's like, what are you trying to accomplish? Caitlyn Clark is the best women's college basketball player that we look at what she's done, right? She's done something nobody else. Does she need to win a championship? You want to talk about winning a championship? Okay, great. But that doesn't take away from we are seeing someone do something we have never seen before.
You could go through and you could say, hey, Ionescu, like we had talked about her a bunch leading up to the showdown with Steph Curry, and it gave us a chance to pause and go back, because remember, a lot of that was done and her accomplishments were done during COVID and all of that, so it kind of got muted, right, in the process. 26 career triple-doubles, all of those things. But with Caitlyn Clark getting upset about what she may or may not do in the WNBA, who the hell cares? Like, we're not projecting that. Like, this is not it's apples and oranges, right? We try to do that for college football. We sure as hell don't do that really with college buckets anymore. Not to the same degree we used to.
No.
Right? On the men's side, what do we do that with? Like 2 or 3 guys? Like, all right. Otherwise, it's I don't know these guys because they're all coming from Europe and I haven't checked the tape yet. Right? So that's kind of where we're at with a lot of these things. Or they're 18 years old. God knows what organization they go to and whether they're going to get the opportunity to go and grow and thrive. With Caitlyn Clark, it's been a great show. The ratings are up. You see, they dwarf NBA ratings when they go head to head. You see the lines out the door, the secondary ticket pricing, all of those things. And what does she do? She smiles and signs every autograph, poses for every picture, and whether you don't like seeing her on State Farm commercial, whatever, because this is where Rovell comes off as
I could say is, you know what, a little bit more she gets some more comfortable in the State Farm commercials.
But that's
a little bit more comfortable.
But the bigger thing is, like, he was going, she's going to lose $800,000. Like, you don't think there's other ad campaigns?
State Farm's going to stop? No, we're done.
Or other companies aren't going to come on
Caitlyn.
board and fill that gap? I mean, are you kidding me? It's that money goes away, Jason, as soon as she takes an Iowa uniform off.
Oh, you're going to the... I'm sorry. We're canceling our deal right now.
We can't do that.
But I'm passing Pete Maravich at 17 points. Sorry.